Hey guys, today I'm going to be explaining to you like how do you stop chronic teeth grinding holistically, like or naturally, without involving those a lot of procedures and all those things. So let's first clear this or put this into two categories. The first category is stopping teeth grinding doesn't mean that the damage which has already been caused will go away, like the dental damage, the broken teeth, the let's say the misaligned jaw. It doesn't mean that it will go away, because that is a physical damage which is there and it needs a physical attention. Let's say now seeing a dentist or an orthodontist, right? But now stopping the habit in itself, stopping this habit which let's say started as more of an adaptive response to stress, to become a maladaptive to the point where you cannot control it. Stopping that now involves identifying what really led to this habit going from adaptive to maladaptive. And what I've realized is working with clients is it's more of tension in the jaws, and sometimes this tension can be due to unprocessed anger, unprocessed or failure of someone expressing themselves, because when you don't express yourself you end up holding things back. So holding things back, you end up holding these things in your jaw, because because expressing yourself is something like you have to speak up about something. So failure to speak up means that you are holding things in your throat, and most tension in your throat will be transferred to your jaws, which means that you end up grinding. So that's why to really stop holistically is move to release the tension in your jaws. That's as simple as it can be said. So if you can find an exercise which can help you release this tension from your jaw slowly by slowly, you'll realize that your grinding will keep getting better, and will move from being more frequent or chronic to much better. Yeah, so that is if you can do it by yourself. I'll explain to you why sometimes you can't do it by yourself. If you can do it by yourself, just find a way to release the tension from the jaw. Some people suggest like massaging it, or just doing some exercise, or changing your diet. All those things can really help. But now, when this habit has become so maladaptive to the point where your mind has adopted it as a go-to response when you have stress, it really means that even if you try to stop it, the mind will not let you stop it, because the mind is now using this mechanism as a way to keep you safe. So the mind has more gotten used to this teeth grinding as a way to keep yourself to keep yourself safe from seeing what really led to the development of this habit, from or what led to this habit moving from being adaptive to maladaptive. So your mind will not really let you. That's where now you need to seek help. So when you seek help, it's like seeking a safe space to process those unprocessed emotions, or seeking a safe space so that you can process those emotions and remove your mind from that fear and flight response, which is still acting in the present moment as a reaction to what happened to the past. That's basically what happened. Like if you've not really dealt with a past event or all those processed emotions from the past, your mind will always be living in this fear and flight response. So because it's still clinging to those memories, those traumatic memories, those past emotional difficulties. So your mind is still living there. But now once you get this safe space, you are able to let go of that tension which you are holding in your joy. And this tension can be anger, it can be sadness, it can be grief, just any kind of emotion which you've never processed. Once you let go of this tension, it will be like communicating to the mind that, hey, I'm in a safe space now, and this tension or this habit is not serving me anymore. That's basically how it does. That's why working with clients, I did realize that the main emotion actually when it comes to teeth grinding is anger. Like you are holding things like this. So someone was saying that she held the anger because she was avoiding conflict, and then another one was saying like because they were afraid of expressing themselves. So by holding on to that anger or that resentment or that emotion, they end up grinding and grinding as a way to release this tension. But once we are able to resolve that, to give them the space. Just me allowing them the space to process. They're able to feel lighter in the jaws. Lighter in the jaws to the point where even they were moving the mouth up and down just voluntarily. Because the emotion, the unprocessed emotion, was not the thing which was now controlling the grinding. They would just observe it consciously. So to deal with grinding or chronic teeth grinding and clenching naturally is more releasing the tension in your jaws. And this tension can develop because of a lot of reasons. There are a lot of reasons it can develop, but the release is a release. If you can't do it by yourself because it's become so deeply ingrained, seek help, and a therapist will offer you a space to release this tension. And isn't that a better way to deal with it before rushing for a very expensive surgery or a very expensive body modification? It's better to just focus first on dealing with the emotion, and then now, if let's say this grinding has affected some of the aspects of your physique, then now you can do all those things. But it's working side by side, and it's much better to focus on this unprocessed emotion because it doesn't have any negative effect on you. It has just positive effect on your life, even on your pocket, even on just you being better. Because for example, like the client I was working with yesterday was able to go to this point where she could express herself. This means that expressing yourself means that of course you'll have a better career, you will show up for your business, you'll show up for your friends. So it all started with just a normal teeth grinding and her wanting to overcome this chronic teeth grinding, but now she's gone to the point of expressing herself. And these are the things which surgery cannot help you with. Yes, surgery can help you with bringing these, aligning all these things, but it cannot help you with expressing yourself. So when you focus on the root cause of the problem, that is now the more natural way or more holistic way of dealing with teeth grinding. Not just focusing on changing the damage which has already been done. Focus on looking for the solution which led to development of this habit as something which you are using to cope with stress and anxiety. Hope you found that informative, guys. Feel free to ask me any questions. Until next time, have a nice day.